if I were to advise a young child that is living at home without a father figure, I would simply say that, first of all, I think it's important for them to understand that their situation is not a hopeless one. And, I think whether you grow up in a two-parent home, and there's a lot of people that grow up in two-parent homes, and dad's there physically, but he's not there emotionally. Or you grow up in a single-parent home. Or you grow up with no parents at all. The important thing is, I think you really need to come to grips with one single word. And it's a word most people don't like to come to grips with. And that word is you have to have a proper understanding of authority. And what I mean by that is really understand that there is a good side to authority, because I think we all have got to come to grips that we're under somebody's authority. Somebody who is a theologian is going to say we're under God's authority. A citizen is going to say I'm under the authority of the United States government. A family member is going to say I'm under the authority of my father or my mother, hopefully. But I think it's understandable that however you position that's understandable for it's very important for a young child to come to understand that there's kind of an umbrella that's over them. And when they get out from under that umbrella of that authority, whether it's a mother, whether it's a father, whether it's a coach, then they're putting themselves at risk. So there's safety in being under the right authority. Now, you get back, okay, well, if there's no father there, who am I going to turn to? And the answer is, I think you got to go through some questions. You got to ask yourself as a young person, who is there in my life that I really trust, that I can go to? And I would say this, if a young person is watching this video, the way you know if you can trust somebody is you know that that person, when you go to them, they're always going to tell you the truth. You don't want somebody that you're going to go to that's going to tell you what you want to hear. Because by and large, that person's not going to help you. You want somebody who's going to tell you the truth, that's going to help you. And I think we all need help. I think one of the wisest things a young person can do is go to somebody and say, look, what am I good at? Where do you see that I'm gifted and talented? And a person that you trust and that loves you is going to tell you the truth. And sometimes you have to look those people up. Sometimes, unfortunately, those people don't come to you. But you've got to desire a relationship like that. And as a young person, you may have to go to that person and say, look, here's where I'm at. I know this as a dad and as a coach, that if I had a young student come to me and say, hey, look, I don't have a dad at home, will you just watch me over the next few weeks or months, and I want you to tell me what you think I'm good at? I mean, am I going to turn that kid down? If an individual turns that type of question, that individual has no business being a coach. that individual needs to go sit behind a desk somewhere and do something for themselves, because that's about all they're going to be good at.